My name's Colin Small. I was one of the actors from Doctor Who. You're watching Dr. Freedom, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, howdy folks, Dr. Freedom here with the Times from Doctor News from in and around the universe. It may or may not affect you on some deep emotional level, some cosmic, beyond transcendence of this dimension type of existence it will affect you on. That you will just go, ooh, that felt nice. Okay, as some of you may have heard, a lot of interesting stuff going on today. Yeah, I've already started typing away. I've already got my notes getting ready for Comes the Imperator, which will be Dr. Freedom and Eric Volume 3. Now, for you folks who don't know what that is, since we have a lot of time between shows, for some reason, we've been doing, me and the guys have been doing audio plays to kill the time. Also, it gives me a chance to do a little creative writing. And also, if you listen to them, you'll hear tributes to different shows from different eras, via sound effects, references, and things like that. So even if you're not listening because my writing sucks, pop on in and listen for references. Now, first off, Skydark, like I said, was the dry run. That was just me doing all the voices. Never intended to go 2 hours, but it did. And Death Moon, we just completed, runs about 2 hours, 45 minutes altogether. You'll find playlists for them below on the page if you want to go give them a listen. Then again, Skydark kind of sets everything up in a way, but I'm going to try to include a little thing at the beginning. Comes the Imperator. Now, before I drag on too long, don't tempt me to get in drag. I will. I'll do it. Okay, let's get on to the news. Okay, first off, Peter Capaldi was spotted today at a guitar store in Glasgow, and these went up on the net. I found these over on Geronimo, Dr. GR Fan Club, over at Guitar, apparently. Just having himself a good old time. Just hanging out. Imagine if you go to the guitar store and there's Peter Capaldi hanging out there. What the hell more could you ask for? But the one picture they didn't include was I like that one myself. So, okay. But let's hop onto it. Let's get into it. Let's head off into Newsland, that happy place that doesn't involve politics, unless I throw the odd reference in, because my government sucks. Okay, all right, let's move on. Okay, now why this? All right, you should have been preloaded, you bastard. Okay, there's the big exciting news. This is what's got all the big Finish fans out there getting a little tingle in their balls. It's really got everybody going. I'm not kidding. I haven't seen this many big Finish, fans so excited since, probably the Katie Manning pictures. But wow, that really shows how old you are then, you bastard. You dirty pervert. All right, moving on. All right. David Bradley will continue as the first Doctor in Audio Adventures. That is correct. Big Finish announced today that David Bradley is continuing his role as the first Doctor for a series of audio adventures following the Doctor Christmas special. All right, these are the details from the website. Okay, materializing in time for the new year. The first Doctor Adventures features David Bradley reprising his role in a new set of stories for a very familiar yet very new Doctor. Now, following his stellar portrayal of William, what's a portrayu? It sounds like a Treyu from the, what do you call that little jerk from Neverending Story. All right, following his stellar portrayal of William Hartnell in BBC Two's An Adventure in Space and Time, David Bradley is set to star, and we already know this, quit repeating it, alongside Peter Capaldi in Twice Upon a Time. We know that. And now Big Finish Productions, in an arrangement with BBC Worldwide, is giving his reimagined First Doctor another chance to explore the cosmos. Get ready for this. This is where it really knocks it out of the park. Joining David Bradley are his co-stars from An Adventure in Space and Time, reprising their roles as the iconic original TARDIS team. Now, they're talking Jamie Glover is going to play Ian Chesterton. Gemma Powell is going to play Barbara Wright. Claudia Grant is going to reprise her role as Susan. And, okay, matter of fact, script writer and editor Matt Fitton said, quote, "The adventures of the first Doctor are all about discovery, finding out what this infinite universe contains, and also who our fellow travelers are. As we journey with Ian, Barbara, Susan, and the mysterious Doctor, we come to see that they are capable, what they are capable of when confronted with strange, the unjust, and the unjust plain dangers. Nick Briggs, through and having worked with David twice now on television, it's great to be working with him again. Matt and his team of writers have come up with such a beautifully authentic set of scripts. We forget how different the Doctor Who was back in those early days, and here it all is, painstakingly recreated, and I find it rather thrilling. Now, what's fascinating about the cast and their performances is that they're not impersonating William Hartnell and his TARDIS crew. They're playing those parts as written in the scripts. No one can replace the brilliance of those original performances. What we're presenting here is a kind of reinvention of that era, completely in the spirit of the original. They are new but entirely faithful interpretations of these characters. And, Jason Haig-Ellery throws in, I've always been an admirer of David Bradley's work and thought that he was an excellent choice to play William Hartnell in An Adventure in Space and Time. And after his brilliant performances, we immediately brought about bringing David in to play the first Doctor for Big Finish. It took us a while, but we got there in the end. I'm so looking forward to seeing David in the Christmas special and then listening to his further adventures with us. Now, the series of adventures pays homage to the beginning years of Doctor Who, and each of the 4 episodes in each story will be given an individual title. Now, 2 of the 4 stories are historical, focusing on tales from Earth's history pre-1963. Now, back in its first years, Doctor Who was intended to be an educational program using time travel as a means to explore scientific ideas and famous moments in history, while still captivating the minds and imaginations of generations to come. And that's literally how it started, by the way, stepping out. It was originally meant to be like an educational program. No bug-eyed monsters. All right. Okay, so not only will we be exploring history, he'll also encounter strange new life forms, the Dalmari and the Eshtalans. Now, and in a Big Finish exclusive, First Doctor will encounter his greatest foe, the first incarnation of his fellow Time Lord, the Master, played by James Dreyfus. That's right. They are really sticking it in the old canon there, aren't they? Okay, so the stories of the fright. These ones available in December. All right. And the First Doctor Adventures Volume 1 will be The Destination Wars by Matt Fitton and The Great White Hurricane by Guy Adams. And in July, Volume 2 will be The Invention of Death by John Dorney and The Barbarians and the Samurai by Andrew Smith. Now, Doctor Who, The First Doctor Adventures Volume 1 is available for pre-order now at £23 on CD or £20 on download from Big Finish and will remain at this price until general release, when it'll be available for £35 on CD and £30 on download. Okay, Doctor Who The First Adventures Volume 1 can also be purchased as a bundle with Doctor Who The First Doctor Adventures Volume 2 to be released in 2018, July 2018, at the price of £45 on CD and £40 on download. All CD purchases from the Big Finish website unlock a download exclusive from the Big Finish website and app. Subscribers get more. Oh, sorry, I couldn't. So be sure to run over to bigfinish.com and look in on this. This is looking like it is going to be pretty damned exciting. Now, as you all know, there were companion chronicles going on, First Doctor Adventures going on as well before all that. Well, I think they called it the early years. So, it's kind of sad that, well, then again, I can see why they went that way, because bringing in Carol Ann Ford, with the rest of the cast, especially when you have Claudia Grant available to do her as a younger person. But at the same time, a lot of fans are going, how come Carol Ann Ford can't do it? Well, she's getting on a bit. Come on, give her a little break. She's already been doing all these other series for the early adventures and whatnot. So come on, she's a busy lady and she's got things to do like knit, I don't know. All right, moving on. Before I say something really stereotyped about old people. All right, Pearl Mackie leaps from Doctor Who to Harold Pinter. That's right. Okay. For her first role since traveling through time and space with the Doctor, actress Pearl Mackie will jump back 60 years to appear in Harold Pinter's 1957 play, The Birthday Party. Then from January, she'll be seen as Lulu in The Birthday Party, blah, blah, blah. She'll appear alongside Toby Jones, Zoe Wanamaker, and Stephen Mangan at the Harold Pinter Theatre in London. The play will be directed by Ian Rickson and will run until April. In an interview with BBC News, Mackie said she's been struggling with how the character and the things she goes through will fit in with her own feminist ideals. And that goes a little bit into the play and whatnot down here, and also a bit of a question and answer type deal. So This is over on the BBC.com site. Moving on. The Seventh Doctor's hat, that infamous little bugger, will be auctioned. That's right. 2 treasures from classic Doctor Who are among 600 lots of movie memorabilia that are being sold in a London auction on Tuesday, the 26th of September. And Sylvester McCoy's signature hat from his own spell as the Seventh Doctor is up for sale alongside a Necros Dalek model miniature from Revelation of the Daleks, which starred Colin Baker. Now, both are estimated to sell for between £8,000 to £10,000. These iconic pieces of television history will be sold alongside props and costumes from over 200 films and television shows worth £2 to £3 million at Prop Store's Entertainment Memorabilia Live Auction. A preview exhibition presenting over 300 auction lots will take place until the 26th of September at the BFI IMAX in Waterloo, London, where movie fans and collectors alike can see these incredible pieces of movie history up close before they're sold off for auction. Okay, and then it goes a little bit from there. Now, the free exhibition is open to the public. Remember, it's at the BFI IMAX, Waterloo, London. Here's the address, 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. until 26th September 2017. So if you're looking into that, please do it. Come on, it's a free exhibition. What the frill more do you want? Okay, so go check that out while it is there. Moving on, 8 things we'd like to see in the Doctor Who Christmas special. And lots of Ben and Polly, that's been going around. A lot of people are even speculating, will we see Patrick Troughton in the Christmas special? Will there be a regeneration in the Patrick Troughton? I don't know. They've been, a lot of people are going, there's too many spoilers by them DWSR people. Yeah, right. We didn't get jack squat until the Christmas episode this year as far as spoilers go. They've been very, very secure and very, very good about keeping their secrets this past year, except for a few that got popped out by 4chan. But even then, that was towards the end of the season. And like I said, the only major spoiler that got reviewed was by the frickin' BBC themselves. And that was, let's pop out John Sim in the very first trailer, even though he ain't appeared in the last frickin' episode. Oh, but that's a whole different thing. Okay, so more Antarctica, darkness, lots of darkness. The return of Nardi. Okay, the Brigadier. And a scene with Bill and Clara. There, like I said, it's pretty much on the writing on the wall now that Jenna Coleman's doing something for the Christmas special. But the thing is, it's from what I'm hearing, it's more than likely just going to be like a little thing for the regeneration. If it's any bigger than that, I'll be shocked. You got to remember, she no longer, side door Jenna has better things to do. Moving on. Okay. A quick regeneration. I don't know if they're going to go that route again. You got to remember, the only reason they did the quick regeneration with Capaldi was originally they had Matt Smith regenerating on the tower. And the thing is they didn't want him going out as a shouty, mad old guy. So that's why they revamped it and brought him back for that scene at the end of, oh, crap. You see, now I can't remember the name of the episode. That's pretty, Time of the Doctor. And then, they had Capaldi doing the quick regeneration because originally it was supposed to be Capaldi in Matt Smith's clothes showing up when Clara went back to the TARDIS. So they revamped that for that. Also, he was supposed to have a frickin' wooden leg until he regenerated, and they decided to cut all that out for some damn dumb reason. But okay, number 8, soundtrack release. Yes, there are still people jumping up and down going, where the hell is my soundtrack yet? I ain't saying got a Series 9 soundtrack. I can make potato salad. Oh, sorry. I went off into a total different direction. We're moving on. Hawkins and Capaldi 1-on-1. And this is a thing of the panel. And I believe this is the whole panel. Yeah, 51 minutes. And this is courtesy of the guys who are at Mark Who 42, who will be at Time Lord Expo, where I'll be at. But I'm not even on the radar, guys, to be honest with you. I'm just there. I'm going to do one panel. Luckily, I've nailed the Saturday noon to 12:45 slot. And I'll be talking about Jodie Whittaker and that whole mess, with her getting hired, all the bull crap that went along with it. And I'm going to try to put a positive spin on it. I'm not going to really downgrade anybody, but really, I have really seen some silly shit lately. It's been making me laugh my ass off. All right, so Hawkins and Capaldi 1-on-1, and right here, LinkedIn is the panel right there. So be sure to go check it out. He lets a lot of things go, like when he was asked about continuing his journey basically on Big Finish Audios, he said, sure, maybe one day. I think he wants to just take a little time off. And I died laughing that, the guy brought up that impressed Peter by saying how he wanted Peter to be Flint Hard Glum Gold from DuckTales. And Peter replied, they never asked me. And he was asked about a cartoon crossover. He answered the Flintstones. And also, there was another panel, and I don't think it was this one, where he talks about having the Doctor show up in Game of Thrones. It was hilarious. All right. Here we go, 12th Doctor Adventures. And this is a preview, if I remember correctly, of 12th Doctor 3.7, The Wolves of Winter, Part 3. And hang on, check this out. If I can, oh, great, now it's not going to work. You bastard. All right, there we go. That's the cover for it. Ain't that so freaking cool? Oh, that's it. Queensberry Rose. Let's all wrestle for it. Okay. So for the planet. So, and there's a few pages of it and whatnot. If you want to go check them out, give it a look for yourself. And also, here's some covers here for you. Oh, sorry. Check it out. Ain't that cool? Really nifty stuff there with Bill. So, okay, moving along. And lastly, for shits and grins, I threw this in. I just saw this a few minutes ago. The Big Bang Theory's Jim Parsons. I have never seen Doctor Who, but I would star in it. And the thing is, I never really got into the Big Bang Theory. It was never my thing. It's, nerds, geeks, and all that are stereotyped enough. I guess maybe someday I'll sit down and actually give it a proper watch. I've only watched a few episodes here and there. I still can't believe they're giving a young Sheldon spinoff. They're going to reboot The Greatest American Hero. Meanwhile, Firefly's still sitting out there in the frickin' wind. Ugh. Okay, so once again comes the Imperator is going to start. I'm going to start looking at it this weekend, going over my notes, writing lines. I've already had 2 new people who've agreed to want to join the cast. I don't know how big parts will be. If you want to hop in for like a 1 or 2 liner, let me know. It's turned into, it's mainly a sausage fest right now. I was hoping to have more ladies pop up so I can cast some different roles this time, rather than having a bunch of guys out doing this. But apparently that's not in the cards unless I go out and hire somebody. I can't do that again. So, okay, so take care, ta-ta, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the weekend. Oh, Daddy, the bald man took his hat off. He blinded me with his glare. All right, good night, folks.